Today we're looking over the top 10 most expensive alternate art cards right now, and honestly, it's pretty surprising. I took a quick look over the list, and some of these cards on here, for one, are just crazy expensive, and honestly, I just didn't see them being in the top 10. But now that the Sword and Shield era has come to an end, I thought it was a perfect time to take a look over this list. If you're excited for the video, please drop a like. And I'm gonna pull the mic close for this one. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe right now. I just checked my analytics, and a lot of you aren't subscribed that watch me. Please subscribe and hit the bell. And without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 on this list, guys, we have Charizard V alternate art. This is Charizard alternate art, and it's sitting at number 10 on the list. I think the last time we did one of these like top 10 alt art videos, Charizard was definitely not in the number 10 spot. It was much higher. It's a Charizard card, for crying out loud. And look at the market price of this. It comes in at $164. That's actually freaking crazy. I personally think this card should be more higher on the list. Coming in at the number 9 spot was actually one of those surprises I was talking about, and it is from the Sun and Moon era. Guys, it's Magikarp and Wailord GX. Now, don't get me wrong, this card is actually super cool. I really like it. It's fire. But number 9 on the list, I mean, this card is in there with some big dogs in the alternate art cards, guys. Not only is it in the top 10, but beating the Charizard card is crazy. See a huge price increase over the past 3 months, which is probably because this is Sun and Moon era. We're done with Sword and Shield and heading into the Scarlet and Violet era. Market price on this card barely beating the Zard, $167. Number 8 on this list, y'all are probably gonna hate me, but I don't think this card should be in the top 10 whatsoever at all. It is Blaziken. Blaziken alt art. I don't know, maybe some of y'all like it. I'm sure a lot of you do like it, but I'm just not a huge fan of this card. The Inteleons on the roof are pretty cool, but there's not really any art to it in my opinion. Yes, there's some islands back there and whatnot, and there's like this little house, but what is Blaziken doing? It's just like hitting the Thriller or something on the top of the sky. I don't really know. I just personally don't like this card, but guys, let me know your comments throughout this video. Let me know if you think some cards should be in the top 10, if you really like certain cards, if you think certain cards should be higher than others. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm gonna give y'all mine throughout this video. Let's see the market price. So market price on the Blaziken, already it's mind-boggling to me that this is more than the Charizard. $173 on the Blaziken from Chilling Reign. Number 7 spot, once again, another big surprise for me. I actually really like this card, but it is the Gengar and Mimikyu GX, so another one from the Sun and Moon era, making it into our top 10 list. And this card is actually really freaking cool, guys. All the shadowing around like Gengar and Mimikyu, I think it's a really cool team up. I honestly wish they would bring team up cards back for more alternate arts in the future, which hopefully we do see, but I don't know. This card's just like really creepy. I think this is a really cool alternate art card. I do wish there was like a little bit more going on in the background, like maybe some ghosts or something. I don't really know, but either way, it is number 7 on our list, and the market price of this card is $181. Guys, again, I think it's that Sun and Moon era because we're in Scarlet and Violet, but we see another huge price increase over the past 3 months. Coming in at our number 5 spot, get this card the f out of there, man. Lugia. We have the Lugia Altar from Silver Tempest. This card was so overhyped in my opinion, it's just ridiculous. It's utterly absurd how overhyped this card was. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge Lugia fan, so maybe I'm biased against this card, but this card just ain't doing it for me. Like, in my opinion, being a fan of Lugia, this card is disrespectful to Lugia fans. I don't know. It's cool. I like the green lightning and stuff up there. I like the storm around it. I think maybe it's like the overcast shadow on Lugia I'm not a huge fan of. When there's just something there that I don't like. It's like the Pokemon Go Mewtwo. Like for Mewtwo, he should be throwing like a huge shadow ball in the middle of space with like really cool green and purple space stuff. I don't really know. I just feel like they did Lugia dirty. Benefit of the doubt to Lugia. I think this should be a top 15 card, but number 5 to me is kind of crazy. I think it's just the hype around it. I don't personally think it's the art behind this card, but I know a lot of people watching are probably ready to freaking punch me through their screens right now because there are a lot of big fans for this card. All right, price on this card, market price on this card, $183 on the Lugia. That's crazy. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I think this is the only Pokemon that has 2 different spots in the top 10, and surprisingly enough, it's not Charizard. it's Gengar. So big shout out to all the Gengar fans out there. Gengar Vmax is coming in at the number 5 spot from Fusion Strike. This card is freaking beautiful. I have not been able to pull this card. I really like this card a lot. It's not one of my favorite alternate art cards ever, but when you do look at all the art behind it, this is the type of alternate art cards I like. When there's just a lot of stuff in the background, like the moon up here, you've got some creepy like houses in the background, like a rotten apple almost going into Gengar, a bunch of land and trees. There's just a lot going on. I think this is a pretty cool alternate art. I kind of agree with it being in the top 5. And the market price on this card right now is $188. Gengar beating Lugia is kind of crazy because Lugia does have that hype. If y'all are watching this video right now, it probably means that you love alternate art cards just like me. They're personally my favorite type of Pokemon cards, which is why on shinyvert.com I made a mystery god pack where every single pack comes with an alternate art card. Alt art cards can be insanely expensive to chase, thousands and thousands of dollars. If you want to keep the mystery and the excitement of still chasing your favorite alternate art card, but also giving yourself a 100% chance at pulling an alternate art card, make sure you go check out the alt art god pack at shinyvert.com. Help support me and they're super fun to open. Back to the VA. Coming in at our number 4 spot is one of the only 2 cards that I've tried and spent thousands of dollars to pull and I just can't pull it, and that is Rayquaza Vmax from Evolving Skies. This card is so beautiful. I freaking love this card. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that this is not in the top 3. We'll get to that on the next one, but this one is just so cool. I've pulled the other one like 2 or 3 times now, the regular V one, which is also a baller one, and I've heard more people like that one. But this Rayquaza one, it's got the mountains, it's got the sky, it's got the trees. It just looks like Rayquaza. It's got like the Stonehenge looking stuff throughout here. It just looks sick, guys. And this card, oh my god, in a near mint, $342. Sheesh! Market price for this card is right under the $300 mark right now. A huge jump from the last card, $293 for the Rayquaza. So you're probably asking right now, who beat Rayquaza? And what is the other card I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on and still can't pull? Well, coming in at our 3rd spot, it's Giratina. Y'all know how I feel about this card. It's a love and a hate relationship. When I first saw this card, when Lost Origin was coming out, I hated it so much. I hated the PNG of this card. I hated when we first saw it. I hated it. I was like, that is not an alternate art. There's nothing going on. It's a bunch of random stuff on the card. First time I saw this card on actual camera, sheesh. This card looks so good, guys. This might be my number 1 favorite alternate art card, and I can't pull it. I cannot pull this to save my life. I've opened so many, probably more booster boxes of Lost Origin than anything else. I cannot pull this card. I'm not even sure it exists, but this card has recently been soaring over the past 3 months, has beaten Rayquaza. It was literally last week that this card was right under $300. So within like a week, guys, this card is now market price $333. Insane. I think we're going to see that continue to go up, and I personally think this is a top 3 alternate art card. Number 2 spot, there's only 2 alternate arts left, so who's taking the 1 spot and who's taking the 2 spot? Well, 2 spot, it's 2 Pokemon, 1 card. And they're showing a little bit of love to each other with the heart. It's Latios and Latios. This card is so freaking sick, but the price is absolutely insane, guys. This is another card from Sun and Moon. It's another tag team. We want the tag teams back. Pokemon, give us the tag team Altarts back, please. It's at $437. Oh my god. Even 1 year ago, it was at $247. What in the world? This card is doubling every single year right now. Absolutely insane. It's a freight train. It's coming for the number 1 card. Market price $437 on the Latios and Latios. I should have picked it up for $30 when I had the chance. And coming in at our number 1 spot, I'm sure you all know what it's gonna be, and it's the Moonbreon. Now this card is hyped to the max, but we saw a lot of people making videos on this card saying, oh, the price isn't gonna hold up. It's gonna fall. It's gonna fall in the next month. That all happened like 6 months ago, baby, and the Moonbreon is still going up. I think this is a really cool card. It's tough to say if I would put it in a top 3 alternate art, but I do love the blue and green sky along with the pink highlight. Like, in my opinion, I think that looks really freaking good. Should this card be $592 right now? I don't think so. $592 is like absolutely insane for a card. Legit crazy, guys. It's a crazy list. What do you all think about this list? What do you think about the top 10? I actually have 2 of these Umbreons in PSA 10s, and I am not selling them because I don't think Umbreon is going down anytime soon. But to each their own opinion. Some people still think it's gonna fall and really soon. I think Evolving Skies is just too good of a set, and this set is going to age like fine wine, baby. Again, if y'all enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit the bell right now. Hit the bell. It'll give you better luck with your pulls in Scarlet and Violet. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.